Hi dear. In this session, you have to do some exercise related to writing a story. Yeah. Before you do the exercise, I would like to explain to you about how to write a story. Okay. In every story task, you get one sentence, which has to be the first sentence of your story, and the text has to be related to this. Your language should be neutral to informal. Now let's have a look at a typical task and see how we can answer the question. Okay, here is the sample task. Your English teacher has asked you to write a story. Your story must begin with this sentence. As the plane flew lower, Lou saw the golden beaches of the island below. And you have to write your story. So you can see that there isn't a lot of information, but we still have to check the task very carefully so we know exactly what to do. Okay, in the given sentence, a person called Lou is on a plane flying over an island and he is looking at the beaches. The plane is going lower, so it might be getting ready to land. This is the situation you have to start your story from, and everything you write has to be related to this beginning. Okay, the second question is a little bit more open than the first one because you can pretty much write about anything you like. The only restriction, again, is the first sentence and the situation that comes with it. So you have to make your you can make your story funny, sad, full of action or fantasy, and you can include whatever you can imagine, but you have to connect it to the first sentence. Last but not least, as your English teacher, as your English teacher, I'm going to read your story. So, as you know that in other writing tasks, you need to be very careful with your language, but in a story, you are freer. You can decide if your character use very formal English or if they are informal. Just remember that I don't want you to use any rude language or words that are not in the dictionary. Okay? Next, now I would like to explain about how to organize your story. As you know that a good story usually has a beginning, a main part, and an ending. The main part is the most important one, so you want to make it longer than the other parts. Most of the time we get to a structure that looks like this. The first one is first sentence or beginning, and then the second one is the main part. The main part contains can contain one or two paragraphs, or maybe three paragraphs, and then ending. Okay, after that you have to plan your story. Okay, if you start to write your story without thinking about it first, you might run into some big problems. That's why you should always make a plan. Okay, we can use the structure above, and just add a few ideas so it works like a map. You will know exactly where your story is going, and you only have to worry about using good language. Okay, let's start with first sentence or beginning. As I said before, you always have to start with a sentence. You get directly from the task. Don't change this sentence in any way, but simply copy it into your answer sheet and begin your story from there. I also recommend adding one or two more sentences to complete the beginning of your story. Okay, For our example task, this could be look like this. Okay. As the plane flew lower, Lou saw the golden beaches of the island below. The sun was shining brightly, and he said to the woman next to him, I am so excited about my holidays. Okay. In terms of good language, we can see that the writer used past continuous, was shining, which we used to say what was happening in the background or at the same time as our main event. And then the writer also included an adverb brightly and an adjective golden, which makes an action more interesting. And there is some direct speech here, yeah? I am so excited about my holidays. This brings the reader closer to the characters compared to indirect or reported speech. Okay, always try to make sure to set the scene. Give some background information in past continuous to introduce the main character or characters. You can also add some adjectives and adverbs as well as direct speech because this makes the reader feel more interested in your story and they want to keep reading. Okay, next, main paragraph or paragraphs. Yeah. Once we set the scene, we can move on to the main part of the story. Here, we try to develop the plot and all the main events happen in these paragraphs. You can decide how many paragraphs you want to make. Okay, for our example task here, the writers chose 2 paragraphs. As soon as Lou got off the plane, he left the airport and took a taxi to the city center because he really wanted to swim in the clear water and sunbathe on the beautiful beach he had seen earlier. However, when he arrived at the beach, he saw that the weather was changing, and 5 minutes later it was raining heavily. Lou ran into a bar and was surprised because someone shouted, Hi, it's you again. Okay, so here the writer tried to let the plot grow a little bit in his or her first main paragraph and at the same time create some excitement for the reader. Lou wants to go to the beach, but when the writer uses the word however to start the second paragraph, yeah, it is clear that something must be wrong. Finally, the writer ends his or her main paragraphs with a mysterious voice calling for Lou in the bar. Okay, now, because of this, the reader wants to know how the story ends. Okay, let's see. For useful language, you can find some time expressions like as soon as, when, 5 minutes later, as well as past perfect and past continuous. Had seen, was changing, was raining. So these verb forms help us to give extra information around the main events of the story. In addition, there are interesting adjectives like clear, beautiful, surprised, and adverbs really and heavily. Once again, these words help us make our story more interesting for the reader. Okay, it is also a good idea to use some contrast, however, and surprising elements. Someone shouted in your story because again, you want to make the story as interesting as possible. Okay, now the ending. We know that every good story has an ending. Yeah, so you have to make sure that the ending is connected to the topic. Don't introduce new characters or let the story move in a completely different direction. Just write one or two last sentences and that's it. Okay, now I'm gonna show you the example story. Yeah, the writer wrote this. There was the woman from the plane. They started to talk and became very good friends. Okay, it is a short ending with a little surprising element. The surprising element is the woman from the plane. It is nothing special or crazy, but it brings the whole story together in a nice way. Okay, so I hope you understand, yeah, what I explained to you, and this you find this explanation useful as well. Now I would like you to do the exercise. Uh, let's see, page 49 to page 50. There are five different parts that you have to do. Uh, part A to part E. Okay, good luck, dear. Thank you.